He's the WBO light welterweight champion, and on Saturday night, he gets the chance of a lifetime stepping in the ring with Manny Pacquiao. Chris Algieri joins us. Chris, you were undefeated as a kickboxer. You were undefeated as a pro boxer. You defeated Manny Pacquiao in bowling, in basketball, in basically everything else. When's the last time you actually lost at something?
Oh, man, we all lose every day, you know. So, I mean, there are losses here and there. But, you know, when it comes to competition and it comes to, you know, time to perform, you know, I like to win, and I'm used to winning.
Now, Chris, you're considered to be the underdog heading into this fight. You're considered to be an underdog story, but in reality, you've been very successful at basically everything you've done in your entire life. Was there ever a low point, though, in your pro boxing career, maybe at a hotel or a bingo hall somewhere in New York, when you looked around and you thought, you know what, maybe this isn't going to be more than a hobby?
I think every fighter has that many times throughout the career, and actually, the majority of your career, you're spent in that phase where you're thinking, man, what, you know, is this going to work out? It's really tough. You know, even about a year ago, I was ready to quit the sport, to tell you the truth. I felt like I was making a lot of lateral moves. I couldn't get any TV time. I couldn't get the fights that I wanted. I couldn't get the pay that I wanted, and I was training like a world-class athlete. It started to really just not make sense for me, especially because, you know, I don't have to fight. I have other avenues that I could have gone. You know, luckily I had an opportunity that arose and I jumped at it. And 2014 has just been a breakout year for me.
Tell me about the evolution of your style going from kickboxing to boxing, because, you know, having seen your early fights on Go Fight Live, I've noticed that even your posture has changed. In the beginning, you had that tendency to stand up and put the earmuffs on, but you now have evolved, and obviously your posture has changed, and you've become a master boxer, as you describe yourself. Tell me how that transition has gone from kickboxing to boxing.
You know, I think you touched on it perfectly. You know, my style had to change. You know, I went from kickboxing to boxing, and you know, master boxing is the key. The boxing is what we're doing. You know, whatever sport you're doing, whether you're a golfer or a tennis player, you want to be a master at it. So, you know, now that I'm boxing, I'm out to perfect my style and become a master boxer. It's taken time. I think I'm still developing my boxing style. You know, my first boxing fight was my pro debut, and that was only 20 fights ago. I've been fighting guys recently who had 300, 400 amateur fights. So my style has still been developing, but the fact that I stay in shape year-round and have great coaches around me allows me to have a very fast learning curve.
Well, let's talk about your game plan on Saturday against Manny Pacquiao, Chris, because I heard in an interview a couple weeks ago that you said you're going to be throwing a lot more right hands against Manny. Now, is that because you think he's particularly susceptible to them?
Well, I mean, all southpaws are particularly, you know, susceptible to right hands. So, you know, in this fight, you know, using the right hand is going to be an important asset because it's a righty-lefty matchup. You know, whenever you fight a southpaw, the lead right hand is going to be an important weapon, and it's just the way the bodies line up because of the stances. So we're definitely going to see more of that. But also, I just think that a lot of people have only seen, you've seen a lot of my fights, but a lot of other people have only seen my fight with Ruslan. And I wasn't really able to let the right hand go as much because I had to protect that damaged right eye. So I think this fight we're going to see a lot more right hands.
Now, if you do win on Saturday night, Chris, obviously your life is going to change. You're going to make a whole lot of money, but how much is it going to change? Are you still going to go back and take fitness and nutrition clients?
You know, my life has changed dramatically already, you know, even before fight night. It's going to change even that much more after. At the end of the day, I'm going to be the same Chris Algieri I was, you know, a year ago. It's just the way people maybe perceive me is different. But my circle's very small. I'm going to keep it that way. And my team is complete. You know, I like to say no new friends right now. I got what I need.
And lastly, Chris, I know that avocados are a very big part of your diet. Everyone on social media has been getting on you for that. Have you been able to find avocados in Macau? Because I know Chile only started sending them over there about a year ago.
Yes, I've had some pretty tasty avocados here since being in Macau. I've been able to keep my diet pretty much true to form since I've been here. It's been great.
All right, well, best of luck on Saturday night, Chris, and we hope to talk to you soon.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.